Sup Shredders, my name is Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to SP Reviews, where today we're going to be checking out a track from an act named Nicole Arbour titled Biddi Bum. And if we switch over to here, we have the YouTube video for it. I got well over 1 million views, so that's pretty dope. Released on February the 5th. Cool. Lots of love on this as well. 13k likes is pretty dope. We're gonna watch this video from start to finish, and we're obviously gonna review the music and hear what we think. So yeah, let's go.
My bad. Well, it's a new sound on a new day.
Dope. Straight into the vocals. There's no intro core. I like the sound of the guitar. Kind of a gritty, kind of overdriven tone there. Vocals sounding nice and clear in the mix, and the drums are punchy.
Fuck what you say. Top of my one of kind, yeah, you better pray. Cause I'm swinging from the rafters to the soleil. This one's for the crazies, the bitches, the lazies. Hey. This one's for the heartbreaks and all the lies that came from nice guys.
The heartbreak and the lies that come from nice guys. Okay. Cool, we're coming and swinging, literally and figuratively. I dig it. I like these synth parts as well that are coming in, little bits of glistens and stuff. There's no filler in this. There is no messing around. There is a clear intent to keep the listener's attention the entire time. The audio visual experience is really good. Like I don't really typically talk about the videos because I'm not as knowledgeable about video production, but I can tell the people involved really know what they're doing there as well. It's actually kind of dope to have these these drop tuned guitars with that distortion, and these kind of higher backing vocals as well. It's a nice. I haven't really heard anything like this. It's cool to see Nicole Arbour trying things like this. Line up the shots, it's time to go another round up. We're fronting, man. We're fronting. I'm kind of debating whether that is that actually might be an overdriven or distorted bass, actually. I might take that back. But it contrasts well with what we had in the verses, you know. We're not just trying to stick to one perceived type of music, we're putting various other stylistic inferences in there.
I got a bigger dick than you and I don't even got one. If you're such a badass, why that guard and that shotgun? Lyrical championship arena, this'll be fun. I'm already finished and you're just on your pre-com. This one's
Shit. I'm already finished and you're just on your pre-cum. Wow. Yeah, no, obviously this is not a song for kids, but that's fine. Music doesn't need to cater for that younger demographic. I dig it though. I like the sass involved. I like the sense of humor. I also like Nicole's ability to do this, to rap. Like, the flow is strong. And it's not just the speed of it. It's also the way that there's these little inflections which show careful consideration to how we want to communicate with the listener. There's this attitude there that fits really well with the dirtiness of the guitar tone. And these really quite heavy drum fills we're getting, all this kind of stuff. It's really fun, dude.
the haters, the players, the truth sayers. Hey. This one's for the exes with all their lies. I swear they're nice guys. Riding with the top down. Riding to your hometown. Fucking with the new sound. Line up the shots, boys. Time to go another round.
It's giving me a new metal sound from the early 2000s, actually. That kind of Limp Bizkit vibe. I dig it. It's fun for that to come back. It has literally been 20 years since the early 2000s, which blows my mind, dude. I like how we're going back to various genres nowadays. Like, you get some bands going back to an 80s kind of vibe, like The Weeknd and stuff like that. But I'm more sort of inclined towards the heavy guitars and the hip-hop elements there. And it's fun. I'm trying not to be biased about it, but I really like the style of music.
Riding with the top down. Riding to your hometown. Fucking with the new sound. Line up the shots, boys. Time to go another round. Line up the shots, boys. One time.
Before we go into this next section, I'll go back a bit just to listen to it in full. I love the contrast and the dynamic range we have within this recording. We have these really heavy sections with the distorted bass, guitar parts, the drums and everything like that, and a constant vocal energy there. And then we come back to this. We've got this space, and then in the stereo field, we've got these guitars there with the resonant, reverb and delay chains and stuff like that. Maybe a little bit of chorus or something like that. And it's just very somber, you know? It's a nice break, even though the song isn't particularly long. It just goes to show every single iota of the song has been planned out for it to fit the direction that the artists and who everyone else involved. It's really well considered.
Too many, I let it slip, and too long. We put up with this shit, 3 wishes, and they're off for your head full.
Oh yeah, I said I'd go back and listen to it in full, didn't I? About here, right? Yeah? Wait, here we go. Here we go.
One time, too many, I let it slip, and too long. We put up with this shit, 3 wishes, and they're off for your head full vengeance. Why me to haunt them instead? High five to my team, didn't let them get the best of me. 3-6 the size of my big tit energy. 7 deadly sins, but not deadly as this enemy. Ain't your whole career, throw it up, look your legacy. It all up for fun, now you gotta pay the toll. She's so crazy, or maybe you're an asshole.
She's so crazy, or maybe you're an asshole. No, fair enough, man. Fair enough. You know, what do I want to say about that? Yeah, sometimes people are genuinely scared of what they don't understand, and they forget that maybe their views of things aren't perfect, and maybe they need to be a little bit less judgmental, you know? I dig that. It's great to see everyone involved in this video having a great time. I love how fun it is, the charisma, how vibrant it is. It really adds a particular flavor to the music, and I love these backing chants as well. These backing vocals to what Nicole's doing in the front, because with the energy that she's exuding. I said energy a lot in this review. Yeah, those octave shifts in the bass line are sick as hell, man. I dig it. Yeah, no, it's great. Da 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 da. You know, you got the drums and the bass and everything like that. It's a wall of sound. It cuts at you, but in a way that's probably pleasurable, you know. Oh, we're doing that double chorus. All right, cool. Directed by Nicole Arbour. Oh, so she directed it as well. Fantastic. Yeah, that's awesome. If you have to roofie someone to make them sleep with you, you're a pussy. Yes. Yes, preach. Damn, dude. Oh. To all of the survivors, this video is for you. This vid's for you. Damn, dude. Yeah, I kind of got the hint with the nice guys thing, because this is effectively the conclusion now. I got the hint with the nice guys thing they were talking about earlier on. But I think this video is touching on a lot of the bullshit, the predatory behavior that a lot of women have to deal with nowadays. And that this video is about, no, we're better than this. Fuck you, we shouldn't have to put up with this. You know, anyone who, you know, because it's just a fact that a lot of guys, man, they behave like real assholes. It's true, you know? And, you know, like, this is a weird take for me to be taking in a review, but like, if a girl doesn't want to sleep with you, she's not crazy. She's just not into you, bro, you know? Like, it's stuff that should be really obvious, but it's apparently not. And this is why we have videos like this, because people like Nicole Arbour are just so sick of this shit. Sadly, because of the way people seem to disagree about this stuff. This is quite polarizing, which I think works well to what Nicole Arbour is trying to do. Polarizing content is fantastic. It gets attention, and as a musician, it's important to talk about stuff which is controversial, because not only does it make you someone who can be open about how they feel about things, and you're not afraid of being like held with contempt or whatever. You show strength through that, as long as you're not a complete, you know, monster about it, right? But also it's great for your career to be one of those people who can have outspoken opinions, again, as long as you're not being an absolute demon about it. Music isn't here to make you feel good. Music is art. Art is a communication of the creator's vision of something, and if you resonate with it, at the end of the day, that's been successful. You know, it could be subjective, of course, but art makes you feel something, and the more it makes you feel something, the more effective it is. So Nicole Arbour with Biddi Bum, I mean, I haven't listened to any of Nicole Arbour's music before. Coming into this, I was completely new to it, but I have a lot of love for it and a lot of respect. I think the attitude, that authoritative ness of it was absolutely welcome. I think that her vocals were fantastic, you know, just really cutthroat to the point. But there was also those kind of lighter bits where she kind of had that kind of more fragile, kind of higher pitched voice. I think she was playing with that a little bit, you know, just like before that second chorus, I think. And then, of course, you had the backing vocals as well. Everything was in tune and in key, and it was great technique with the rapping and also the other vocal parts there. And it just felt emotionally relevant, you know, to the rest of the song. You had a sense of how appropriate it was with these verse choruses and this kind of, it's like a traditional pop structure, but it's also like a new metal vibe, which I adore. You know, the new metal like rap stuff again from like Limp Bizkit and other bands from the early 2000s. And you know, the guitar, bass, drum parts, synth parts, everything like that were played phenomenally well. It was great to actually feature the people playing the instruments in the video. Thank you for showing the musicians that you work with. Sometimes you get people who are like, yo, this is my song. They are people, the other musicians play behind a wall or something. But for Nicole to actually show the drummer and the bassist and everything like that was really dope. And they played really well. Each of the sections was distinct enough, but the tones and everything and the chords and the fills and 16th 8th note grooves and all that. There wasn't a huge amount of lead stuff going on, I think, particularly because Nicole was the main focal point of it, but that's fine. Yep. And then we just got the production, the recording, mixing, mastering, which is absolutely sensational. I heard it nice and clearly, 100%. No real complaints about it. The EQing, stereo panning, delay, especially with that, just how the interlude, just when things like came to a stop a little bit with the quieter guitar parts. It still sounded relatively loud because of the way the compression and limiting was done. But at the same time, you had this splendid sense of you could breathe, you know? There was so much force in that chorus beforehand. And then Nicole gives you an opportunity to just take it in. And she makes her list, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's like a catchy, like there's a lot of catchy parts in this, like with the list. And then again, the Biddi Bum, that's going to be stuck in my head for the rest of the day. I mean that genuinely, you know, I don't like to sort of BS in these reviews, but that's effectively my review of Biddi Bum by Nicole Arbour. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this music. I genuinely did. If you did enjoy the song, please do go show Nicole Arbour some love via our various social medias and YouTube page. Stay cool and stay safe, and please also remember to support your local artists and musicians at this point in time, as they need the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world. Catch you in the next review. Spiderhands out.